Wildcat basketball as we are hosting the Nacogdoches Golden Dragons here tonight. Should be a fun one. Thanks so much for listening in to KSST Radio and checking into our live stream here tonight. We'll have our full pregame show here in just a few moments. All right, James, any sound comments before we get started here in a few seconds? Yeah, Tuesday. The Wildcats, they are 14-3 after last night's win. Yeah, so they have tonight's game. They play Tuesday, which I'll be talking about more, and then they'll play a game next. I just mentioned the game next Tuesday. They'll take Christmas off. Then the day after that, they play in Allen for the Holiday Invitational, and I think that's it for this school year for them. Yep, they just have that Allen Invitational. All right, Matt. James, let's get started here in 30 seconds. Less than a minute on the warm-up clock. Thank you so much, James Terry, and you sent it over just in time for the national anthem, so let's listen in.
Oh, the ramparts we
those are both teams' starting fives here in Sulphur Springs. Should be a fun one as these two teams collide. Both teams starting five now on the court. You heard him. It's Branson Lynn, DJ Wilkerson, Malachi Miles, Parker Wisenhunt, and Cordrick Turner. For the Golden Dragons, Tut, Brown, Clemens, Laird, and Tolson. Opening tip is away. It goes Wildcats' way, and Branson Lynn touched the ball first. Gets it to Cordrick on the far side, now to Wisenhunt. Wisenhunt looking for options to Lynn near the top of the key. Surveying the field, starts to drive inside the paint, pivots, looks for options, pushes out to Wisenhunt. Now Parker, Wilkerson, then over to Lynn. Branson Lynn, far side in front of that Golden Dragon bench, trying to give his team a good amount of scoring effort after last night in which he scored 12. He was one of 4 Wildcats to finish in double figures for Sulphur Springs. Then gets the inbound pass. Miles back to Lynn. He has to pivot, looks for Wilkerson outside. Once again back to Lynn, way outside. Now to Turner, and he has to get to Wisenhunt for 3. Off the near side of the rim, no good. Turner does get the rebound, and he puts it up and puts it in. Good second chance points there for Cordrick Turner as the Wildcats are on the board first, leading 2-0. Dragons now first time here on offense. It's Brown with the ball. And to Clemens. Off glass, no good. Rebound though by the Dragons. And Nacogdoches, last team to touch it, so it will go back to Sulphur Springs. Parker Wisenhunt gets the touch first, then to Turner. Far side to Parker, right back to Turner, just outside the paint. Waits for his shot, puts it up. First shot doesn't go, but second chance shot does. For 4-0. Back on offense are the Golden Dragons. Far side pass. And pushing it out. Likes the matchup that he sees. Tough shot over Cordrick Turner. No good. Miles with the rebound. DJ Wilkerson. No good. 3. Had too much air on that one. Pushing to the far side of the rim that he shot from. And Knack turnover. Nacogdoches, or those of you might be a tad bit less initiated, we'll be calling him Knack here tonight. Turnover for the Golden Dragons. Wildcats still lead 4-0. DJ Wilkerson gets a touch, hoping for better efforts than last time, which saw him have too much air on a 3. And tipped out of bounds by Nacogdoches. Wildcats. Ooh, nice pass to Turner, and banks it off the glass and in. Cordrick Turner with all 6 points for the Wildcats, and a timeout's been called off the court, so we'll take a timeout with them. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Wildcat Basketball on KSST Radio. 1. Welcome back here to the main gym in Sulphur Springs. Your Wildcats are hosting the Nacogdoches Golden Dragons. And Sulphur Springs off to a pretty decent start. 6-0 they lead here in the first quarter. Not even 3 full minutes into this game. So keeping up a pretty good intensity from Tuesday's win, in which the Wildcats were able to storm out to a huge second quarter lead. Nacogdoches, though, going to see if they can't find some kind of spark on offense. Hard matchup over Cordial Turner, but he makes the shot and is fouled. Turner picks up his first personal. It's the first team foul in this game. Just over 3 minutes into this contest. At the line is Jalen Brown after making the layup over Cordrick Turner. He does make the free throw, so he cashes in on the and one opportunity. Cut the deficit in half for Nacogdoches. They trail 6-3. Sulphur Springs. Back on offense, DJ Wilkerson gets some nice defense, has to get it away. Then, now to Turner. And, far-reaching pass. It almost gets away from DJ Wilkerson, and nice defense from Nacogdoches. Lynn, inside the paint, puts up a floater. Jumper no good. Nacogdoches gets the rebound, starts taking it back the other way. Just one man to beat for the Dragon. And, nice defense, swatted away by Miles. But the Dragon, Bryson Tolson, is fouled on the shot. Personal fouls on DJ. At the line is Tolson. He hits his first free throw. Two free throws, or 2 attempts, and 2 good free throws for the Dragons at the line, and make that 3. Something that's very underappreciated here in high school basketball is free throws and free throw makers. Wildcats now lead just by 1 at 6-5. Lynn, deep 3. No good. Off the glass. Rebound by the Golden Dragons. And taking it back on offense is now Hodge. Brown near the free throw line. Pushes back out for 3. No good. Off the back of the rim is the 3-point attempt by Jalen Brown. Nacogdoches on this possession, we'll see if they can't retake the lead or take the lead for the first time here tonight. They trail by 1, 6-5. Here's a 3. No good. Nacogdoches no good on the 3 attempt. Try to get a rebound, and it was last touched by a Golden Dragon. Tough one there. Just 2:54 left to go in this first quarter. Your Wildcats lead by 1, 6-5. Branson Lynn, leading point here as he's done the last 2 seasons for Sulphur Springs. Back to Wizenut, all alone for 3, but his shot is no good. Turner to McIvy, and then to Lynn. Driving inside into the paint, puts it up, but it's no good, but he is called for the travel. So that will be a turnover for your Wildcats. They still lead though by 1, 6-5. So kind of like last night's game, a tough slog through the first quarter, but Sulphur Springs was able to really explode in the second. And tough shot by Nacogdoches, no good. Second attempt shot, no good as well. Wizenut on the fast break. He's got 2 men to beat, and he will be called for the charge, I believe. No. It'll be a defensive foul. I believe that was on Reginald Flemons. Wizenut at the line. Just the first personal foul here for Nacogdoches, almost 6 minutes into this game. Wisenhunt nails his first free throw, 1 for 1. And the Wildcats 1 for 1 from the line. Second free throw. In and out, no good. Turner does get the rebound. His first shot, no good. Puts the second shot up, and it's in, and he's fouled. Wow. Maui wowie. Oh, my word. Not quite sure who that personal foul was against, but Turner at the line for the Wildcats after just mere moments ago. Wisenhunt hit his first, missed his second, but Turner got the rebound, put the shot in, was fouled, and he got his and one opportunity. So, great three-point play there by Cordial Turner, and a great heads-up play. Stellar rebound. Wow, Nacogdoches driving inside the paint, and it looks like it was blocked by Wisenhunt, and a second shot is blocked by Turner. Back on offense. Ooh, great job by Wisenhunt to get the ball as it was flying out towards the Wildcat bench out of bounds, but threw it backwards to a teammate, and now the Wildcats leading by 5. The largest lead since leading 6-0. Miles, Turner. Spin move, drive, layup, no good. Wisenhunt, though, on the rebound, tried to get it, but sent it out of bounds. So will be a turnover there for the Wildcats. They hold on to their 5-point lead, 10-5. Wildcats are being led right now with 9 points by Cordrick Turner, just 1 by Parker Wisenhunt, but a number of good rebounds, especially in the last few possessions. Turner for 3, and it's good! Cordrick Turner from downtown. He has 12 of the team's 13 points here in this opening quarter. Nacogdoches going to try and do something here on what's likely to be their last time touching the ball here in this first quarter. No, that will not in fact be the case. Driving inside into the paint. It was turned over. Or sorry, it was sent out of bounds, but ref said it was last touched by a Wildcat. So, Nacogdoches set to inbound it. They trail 13-5. Sulphur Springs trying to play some good defense and hold on to their 8-point lead here in this first quarter. And a deep 3B. Oh my goodness, and it's good. Bryson Tolson from the logo. So that cuts it down to a 5-point deficit now for the Golden Dragons. Lynn to Wisenhunt. And to Turner. Back to Lynn for 3. Oh, takes a bounce off the front of the rim. No good. So it will be a 13-8 lead for the Wildcats after 1 quarter. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got more of this fun game coming right up. Beautiful. (13-8). Tolson just hit that 3. 13-8 SS after 1. Welcome back to the main gym here in Sulphur Springs. We've got a fun one as the Wildcats lead by 5 after the first quarter. 13-8. Cordrick Turner with 12 of his team's 13 points. That's right, folks. He had a couple of 4 field goals a free throw, cashing in on an and one opportunity, and a three. So not a bad quarter after one. Nacogdoches first touch of here in the second quarter, needing better results than their first, which saw them hit just a couple of free throws and a couple of field goals. Golden Dragons driving into the lane. Push back out. Turner, nice defense, but such good defense by Portrait Turner that he pushed or made Bryson Tolson start to walk out of bounds. So a turnover there. Rolson inbounds it to Lynn. Branson Lynn, as I mentioned earlier, had 12 points and his team's 66-54 victory on Tuesday over Texas High. Viable contributor. And Lynn back with it. Poked away by ball. Turner gets it right back from Lynn. Starts to drive and pass that Theo McKelvey had to kind of work his way over to, and tipped away by Golden Dragon. No, Theo has it, and nice pass out to Rollison. Rollison now driving off the glass, no good. He tries to get his own rebound, but no dice. Bobby Roberts gets the board, and now running the point here is Kieran Tutt. Kieran now here to Flemons, and a three is good by Jalen Brown. He is one of two scorers for the Golden Dragons here, and a big reason why it is now just a 2-point lead for Sulphur Springs, as he has half, or just over half of his team's points at 6. Wisenhunt, spin move, lose control of the ball, does get it back. Turner now driving into the lane, fade away, no good. Takes a couple of bounces off the rim and the back of the rim. The rebound goes to the Golden Dragons. Nacogdoches trailing by 2, 13-11. Ooh, and another three. This one no good by Jalen Brown. Last time his three was good. And that's what cut it down to a 2-point deficit for Nac at 13-11. Lynn. Spin move, fade away, no good. Jalen Brown gets the rebound for the Golden Dragons. Still a 2-point lead for Sulphur Springs, but if they can't make some kind of shot, and here's a three, no good. Wisenhunt on the fast break. He's got 2 men to beat. Wisenhunt puts it up, no good. Theo McKelvey is there for the second chance point, puts the layup in for his first bucket here in this contest. Back out to a 4-point lead at 15-11. Kieran Tutt has it. And now once again, it's Bryson Tolson who hit the three 2 possessions ago for the Golden Dragons. And wow, tough shot there. But Reginald Flemons waits for his shot and gets a good one as his team back to trailing by 2, 15-13. Lynn on the switch, Turner for 3. No good, front of the rim. McKelvey tips it away, and a Golden Dragon gets it. Now on the fast break is Tolson. And great pass there, but it's no good. But they will call a dead ball foul. Tough call there against Bryson Tolson. Both teams, well, that's the Golden Dragons' third team foul. And both these teams combined for only 5 team fouls here through a quarter and a half. Wildcats with 2. They lead by 2, 15-13. Just under 4 minutes to go here in this first half, and Theo McKelvey, Parker Wisenhunt with some impressive defense from Bryson Tolson. and turns it over. Golden Dragons have the rock. A 2-point deficit, 15-13. Driving inside, push back out. Flemons is good. Reginald Flemons with another three, and it's a 1-point lead for Nacogdoches, 16-15. Coach Haber has to call a timeout, so we're going to take a timeout with him and be back here in just a moment. Yes. Welcome back to the main gym here in Sulphur Springs. You're listening to KSST Radio as we bring you Wildcat basketball. We've got a fun one here as the Wildcats had a pretty decent showing in the first quarter. Nacogdoches a little sluggish coming out of the gate. Shots wouldn't fall for them, a couple turnovers. But now here in the second, more than halfway through it in fact, and the Golden Dragons now lead by 16-15. One field goal made here in this quarter, and that's by Theo McKelvey. And he just turned the ball over, but did poke it away, but poked out of bounds. So the Golden Dragons end up with it anyway. Theo subs out. Theo takes a seat as Coach Shaver talks to him about the Golden Dragons. Leading by one, and they put up another three, and that's good. My goodness. Bryson Tolson is heating up here. He's got a three, and his team leads by 4. And it's called jump ball as DJ Wilkerson drives into the paint. Luckily, possession arrow goes the Wildcat way. Wisnut inbounds it to Miles. To Lynn, and back to the inbounder, Wisenhunt. Lynn drives, push back out. And Lynn pushed back to half court, gets it to Miles, and to Wisenhunt. Turner fakes a three, drives in, his first shot no good. Miles gets the rebound. Oh, but they'll call jump ball. And that time, possession arrow will be going to the Golden Dragons. Still a 4-point lead for Nacogdoches. And it is 19-15. Golden Dragons. Taking it back. Fake. And push back out. Seeing if they can't continue to build on their lead here. It's 4 right now with less than 2 to go in this first half. 19-15 Nacogdoches leads. DJ Wilkerson, though, has some really solid defense as his mayhem on defense forces a Dragon to turn it over. Empty possession there for Nacogdoches, the Wildcats. Passing it to Wisenhunt, then to Lynn, back to Wilkerson. And now on the pick and roll, Lynn pivots to Wilkerson. Miles tries to get a shot from underneath the hoop, but decides to push it back out. Oh, and that will be called an offensive foul. Malachi Miles on that one. Now 3 personal fouls, 3 team fouls for the Wildcats. 1 each by DJ Wilkerson, Miles, and Cordrick Turner. Nacogdoches with just 1 minute left to go. Now the Wildcats are trapping hard. Turner, the last man left, and gives some really good defense as Tolson has to kick it back out. Ooh, and great grab there, but it will be a turnover. More good D by Branson Lynn. And now the Wildcats may be the last team with the ball here in this first half. They trailed by 4, 19-15 after a slow second quarter. DJ Wilkerson for 3, though. No good. Wisenhunt tries to get the rebound, and somehow he comes up with it in a sea of bodies, but he is fouled. We'll see who the foul is called against on Nacogdoches. Looks like that one's called against Kieran Tutt. That's his first. Wisenhunt finally scores some points here for the Wildcats. It's been a slow second quarter for really both teams. I mean, Nacogdoches is leading now just by 2, but even so, they've only scored 11 points here in this quarter, and the Wildcats, who now trail again by 2, have only scored 4. So a field goal and 2 free throws, and that's it for the Wildcats. And now Nacogdoches here with the ball last, and almost turned over. Tolson does have it here on the near side. And now Brown for 3, no good. So it will stay a 2-point deficit for your Sulphur Springs Wildcats. 19-17 they trail heading into the locker room. So we're going to take a break, hear from our sponsors, and when we return, more of this great game coming up. Yes. Welcome back here to the SSHS main gym, folks. Sorry, we are getting a performance here in the main gym during the half. But just want to give you all a halftime update. The Wildcats trail by 2 points, 19-17. A slow second quarter has allowed the Golden Dragons to storm back into this one. The Wildcats had themselves a pretty decent first quarter, thanks in large part to Corcher Turner's 12 points all in that quarter. And not to mention that the Wildcats only scored 13. So again, 12 of the 13 points scored by Sulphur Springs in the first came thanks to Sulphur Springs tonight, so it's been kind of a slow start, but luckily it's been the same for the Golden Dragons. As I mentioned, they trailed 13-8, a 5-point deficit after one, but just 11 points in the second. So the fact that the Wildcats could have that bad of a second quarter, or that tough of a second quarter, and still only trail by 2 shows that this is still anyone's game. I'm sure that's exactly what head coach Brandon Shaver is saying to his team in the locker room right now. But 3 minutes to go on the halftime clock, so we're going to take those 3 minutes and hear from our sponsors, and when we return, it'll be time for the third quarter as the Wildcats look to come back here. They trail at the half 19-17. Two and a half now, yes.
Tonight is Military Appreciation Night, so if you have or are currently serving in any armed forces, we would love for you to stand up so we can thank you publicly. Thank you so much. We're also taking donations for care packages that will be sent out to Sulphur Springs active duty military and armed forces. So thank y'all for bringing donations tonight.
All right, James, do we need to make any sound adjustments before we go back to the game? Okay, cool. Yep. Welcome back here to the main gym. You're listening to KSST Radio as we bring you both broadcast over the radio, and we're live streaming here tonight. It's been a little while. We have certainly attempted, but through some technical difficulties, we have not been able to, but it's great to be here. Thanks everyone for joining us, and it's been a fun one. Just about 30 seconds left to go here during the half as both teams start to make their way out of the locker room and fire some quick warm-up shots. But the Wildcats looking to get back in this one as they trail by just 2 points, 19-17 to Nacogdoches. Sulphur Springs is 14-3 on the year. And if they can come back, it would be their 15th win in 18 games. A blazing hot start for your Wildcats. Other things going on tonight in terms of Sulphur Springs sports. We're here covering Wildcat basketball, but the Lady Cats are at nearby Quinlan Ford. That game started 45 minutes earlier at 5 p.m. Although that might be a JV time. Could be a 6:15 start and gets away from Branson Lynn, but it goes back and forth. So a Wildcat turnover to start the second half. But Lady Cats are in Quinlan Ford. Men's soccer plays at Jacksonville tonight, 7:15 p.m. The Tomato Bowl. That's what it's called in Jacksonville. I love that. And then tomorrow, first thing in the morning, women's soccer hosts their yearly scrimmage invitational tournament. They host Maybank Spring Hill and, there's one more I'm forgetting. Maybank Spring Hill and Kaufman. Yes, that's it. Almost a turnover there by the Wildcats, but last touch by Golden Dragon. Still 19-17. And almost an easy layup, but goes in and out of the hoop. Rebound by your Wildcats. Lynn going the other way. Wilkerson. Wisenhunt. Now to Lynn. Turner fakes him. Gets and he picks up a offensive foul. Was called for the charge. But yes, the Lady Cats play tomorrow morning in that yearly scrimmage invitational at the Prim. 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 2 p.m. So go ahead there if you want some fun sports on Saturday, because that and the yearly alumni game for men's soccer later tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. are all the sports we have tonight, or tomorrow. That's it until next Tuesday, or next Monday. But yeah, with Christmas just around the corner, sports are starting to kind of decrescendo into the holiday season. They definitely play some games after Christmas and heading into the new year. As Branson Lynn gets his first bucket here of the game, we are all tied at 19. Nacogdoches going to see if they can't match the Wildcats' efforts, and a field goal. Pass inside. And push back out. Another three. This one from Jalen Brown. It's his second shot from downtown. And his team, with that three, goes to leading by 3. Malachi Miles driving in. Nice pass to DJ, and it's swatted away. Again, 3-point deficit for your Sulphur Springs Wildcats, 22-19. Great pass there to Cortrick Turner. Some kind of breakdown on defense there, because that was an easy pass straight to Turner, and he just, with a quick little jumper, put it right in. Wildcats now trailing by 1, 22-21. Great pass, great patience. The shot is no good, though. Turner gets a rebound. Pass from Lynn to Wilkerson for 3. No good. And quickly, the Dragons make their way back to the other side of the court. Miles. Good defense, but a second chance shot there by number 3, Jalen Brown. He's got 2 buckets here in this third quarter as his team back to leading by 3. Your Wildcats trail 24-21 here in the third quarter, just about halfway into it. Couple of tips away. I think the Wildcats thought that one was out of bounds, but refs let it play on. Dragons now with it. And Bryson Tolson has Cortrick Turner on defense on him at the top of the key. And Turner now shifting back to his man Tolson. Kieran Tutt with it. And it looks like Turner, yes, will be called for the foul. Wisenhunt will be called for the foul. So now 2 team fouls, 1 for Wisenhunt, 1 for Turner here in the second quarter. 3-point deficit for Sulphur Springs. The Dragons hoping to keep up the momentum. Tip away by McKelvey. Dragons keep it. And the three is good. Jalen Brown with another three, and now a 6-point lead for the Golden Dragons. I believe that's their largest lead of the night. Low scoring affair here. So all the shots that make it down the stretch will be crucial. And here's a crucial three from Branson Lynn as it's back to a 3-point deficit, 27-24. Timeout called in the court. We're going to take a timeout with them. One. Welcome back here to the SSHS main gym. We've got a tight one. Your Wildcats trailing by 3, 27-24. A low-scoring affair. Lynn with 5 points, McKelvey with 2, Parker Wisenut with 3, and Cordrick Turner with 14. It's over half the team's points of 24. Golden Dragons seeing what they can do following a timeout. Lynn hit a 3 last possession, but prior to the timeout, now the Dragons trying to drive inside, and Bryson Tolson will be called for a travel. Now the Wildcats operating quickly. Lynn, far side, Wisenut. Lynn here on the near side, driving inside the paint, and it's tipped away. Ooh, all alone here is Flemons, an easy layup. Now 5 points is the deficit for the Wildcats, 29-24. After a very, very easy transition point. Lynn for 3, no good. Ooh, but it's tipped away by McKelvey. And great shot there by DJ Wilkerson. Pull back within 3 for Sulphur Springs. 29-26 is the score. 2 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. Ooh, and that's another 3 for Bryson Tolson. What a big contributor to this Golden Dragon team. His team leads by 6. 32-26. McKelvey driving inside. Gets it to Wisenut. And Wisenut loses the ball. Ooh, and now looks like McKelvey is called for a foul. Looks like he might have tripped up that player, who otherwise would have probably easily driven for a layup. Golden Dragons hoping to pick up a win over the Wildcats here, leading by 6 with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. 32-26 is the score. The Wildcats going to need a big fourth quarter. They want to get back into this one and get a win here. But it looks like, yes, Len might have accidentally tripped up. No, he grabbed the player. 4 team fouls for the Wildcats here in this third quarter. And not even through this full third quarter, so the Wildcats in danger of, oh, great play call there. And great execution as Reginald Flemons. It's an easy layup. Now an 8-point lead, the largest on the night here for Nacogdoches, 34-26. Theo on the far side thinks about pivoting, but Reginald Flemings shoves Lynn. That's his second personal foul. First team foul here in this second half for Nacogdoches. McKelvey with a driving layup. No, first one's no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, and puts it in. He now has 4 points in this contest. Wildcats pull back within 6, 34-28, but just 30 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Wildcats are 14-3, but if they can't get some stops on defense, or if the Golden Dragons don't cool down in the fourth, they could pick up their 4th loss on the year. And intense defense. It's almost tipped away, but Lynn has called for a foul on the far side, trying to steal away the ball. That's 2 quick personal fouls for the shooting and point guard, Branson Lynn. Ooh, easy field goal. Great play call there as Reginald Flemings gets another field goal, and now we head to the final quarter as Nacogdoches leads here by 8, 36-28. Thanks. Welcome back here to the main gym as your Sulphur Springs Wildcats trail by 8, 36-28. They improved upon their second quarter efforts, which saw them only score 4 points, getting 11 in the third, but unfortunately for them, the Dragons keep heating up. 8 points in the first for them, 11 in the second, and 17 in the third. So now the Wildcats really putting the pressure on them on defense. Oh boy, and a defensive misfire, and now an open 3 for Tutt, and an 11-point lead, by far the largest of the night. But McKelvey puts up a 3 of his own and bounces off the rim, but it does go in. So David McKelvey goes tit for tat with Kieran Tutt of the Dragons, and back to an 8-point deficit for Sulphur Springs, 39-31. Under 7.5 to go here in this game. And ooh, great play call, even better execution as Bryson Tolson continues to use good speed to get a lot of good looks on offense, and Cuisinart turns it over once again in transition. Oh, and it's blocked by McKelvey. But he does pick up a foul with that block. And a tough night here for the Wildcats. Their offensive output is, well, you could say it's just about the exact opposite of their Tuesday efforts. Which saw them explode. I mean, it was a huge second quarter. They had 23 points and no less than 13 points in a quarter tonight. There have been no quarters above 13 points, and their lowest was 4 points again in the second. So Lynn for three. It's good. Branson Lynn. He now has 8 points in this game. But the Wildcats also trail by 8, 42-34. Miles. Ooh, tough shot on defense, but he gets it. Jalen Brown continues to hit buckets for his team as they are up by 10, 44-34 with just over 6 to go. Lynn, tough one-legged fadeaway, but somehow, some way, he puts it in. 8 points the Wildcats trail by. And have to be careful. Ooh, turnover there by the Dragons. Wisnut on the fast break. He's got a couple men to beat, and the Dragon is the last to touch it. Wildcats inbounding it on the short side of the court. And looks like we've got a timeout here, so we're going to take a timeout with them and be back here in just a moment with more fourth quarter Wildcat basketball coming right up. Yes. Welcome back here to the main gym. It's a fun one here. The Wildcats trailing by 8, 44-36. And having themselves a pretty solid fourth quarter, too. A couple of field goals and a 3. They've got 8 here in this quarter. Theo McIvy, though, gets it out to Wisnut for 3, and he puts it up and puts it in. That's what the Wildcats have needed here throughout this game, is a solid night from Parker Wisnut, but just hasn't gotten a whole lot of looks. Ooh, Turner almost all alone, but quickly Theo McKelvey starts poking the bear on defense, and oh, great defense by Theo McKelvey as he blocks a shot by Bryson Tolson, and now driving inside is McKelvey. Turner to Wisnut, back out. Wisnut drives, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by the Dragons. A 5-point lead for Nac. The Golden Dragons leading by 5, 44-39. And tipped away by Lynn. And once again tipped away. And Lynn starts going the other way. He's just got 1 minute beat. Pivots, puts it up, puts it in, nails it, and is fouled. Branson Lynn hits his bucket, and now is an opportunity for a 3-point play. If he hits this free throw, it'll be a 2-point deficit for Sulphur Springs when it was as much as 12. Lynn does just that, hitting his free throw. And now he has 13 points, and looks like Lynn was able to get a ball, put up a shot, but they will say no shot. But he is fouled. A 2-point deficit for Sulphur Springs, 44-42. McKelvey from downtown, no, off the front of the rim, no good. Oh, that's tough. Rebounded by Jalen Brown, the 6'4" senior. Sorry, 6'4" junior, picking up another board. Wildcats still trail by 2, 44-42. Just about 4 minutes left to go here in this one. The Wildcats have started to slowly but surely crawl their way back, and oh, great easy field goal and layup by Jalen Brown. As I was saying, the Wildcats are doing a nice way of inching their way back into this one. But each time they start to swing a little bit of momentum in their way, the Dragons just come right back, and tough shot there by Cortrick Turner, no good. Malachi's shot is also no good, so an empty possession. Wildcats trailed by 4, 46-42. After coming up empty, will the Dragons push their lead forward? And it looks like Wisenut's been called for a foul. $17 fouls now. The Dragons now in the bonus. At the line, though, is the 6-foot junior, Michael Lockett. And banks it off the glass. It's good. $47-42 now. Golden Dragons lead. Seeing if he can't go 2 for 2 is Michael Lockett. And no good. Miles gets the rebound. And seeing what he can do. Running the point, his team trails by 5. 47-42, Turner to McKelvey. And nice pass to Miles, but his first shot's no good. He gets his own rebound to Lynn. Nice pass to Miles, but looks like he is fouled. And yes, he is. I believe that was Bryson Tolson who was called. Yeah, looks like it. That's his fourth team foul here. No shooting foul. Wildcats inbound it. Wisenut tries to get it to Lynn, but it is taken away by a Golden Dragon on the fast break. Are the Golden Dragons. They come up empty, though. McKelvey driving, and he will be called for a charge. Yes. Good defense there by the Golden Dragons to plant his feet. And just take a big offensive foul from Theo McKelvey. That's his third here in this game. 8 for the team, but Wisenut gets a turnover and puts it in. Slam dunk. Three-point deficit now, and tipped away by Wisenut. He gets his own turnover, puts it up, and slams it down. And it looks like they're saying no shot. But we're going to take a quick timeout with these teams and be back here for an exciting conclusion coming right up. Two. Welcome back here to the main gym Just wanted to post a quick update to our YouTube live chat. Wildcats trail by 3, 47-44 with just over 2 minutes to go. No shot there on the recent bucket, or attempted bucket by Parker Wisenhunt, but a Wildcats the last player to touch it as the Golden Dragons start to make their way to the bucket. So they will inbound it short side of the court. And now with it, push back out to Flemons. Now it's Tim Cox with it. Flemons once again with the ball. And McKelvey starts pressing his man. Looks like now they're playing a game of keep away. And Flemons going to the bucket, but he will be called for the travel as he tried to do something a little too fancy with it. And as a result, is called for the turnover. So now a 3-point game. Wildcats trail 47-44. Under a minute and a half to go. Will the Wildcats tie it up on this possession or make it a 1-point game? We'll find out. Turner gets it inside the paint, puts it up and lays it in. Cordrick Turner with 16 points now here in this game. He is the leading scorer. And now a 1-point game. The Wildcats trail 47-46, but now under a minute to go here in this game, and the Dragons turn it over. Miles going back the other way. Waits for his other players, and McKelvey is called for the travel. That could prove pivotal here late in the game. We'll see what the Dragons can do here. They've got 50 seconds to go, and they lead by 1, 47-46. Oh, easy bucket for Tim Cox. No, Parker Wisenhunt with a block. Oh, my word. Jump ball, though. And the possession arrow goes the Wildcat way. Oh, my goodness. Parker Wisenhunt comes in with a LeBron James 2016 Finals block. My word. My word. 1-point game. Wildcats trail 47-46. They have the ball, though. And 37.5 seconds left. Wow, wow, wow. But we're going to get some quick cleanup action here in the main gym. Boy, you knew it might be a fun one when it was only 13-8 after 1, but who could have predicted it would have become such a thriller like this. Wisenhunt inbounds it to Turner, and right back. 35 seconds left. Wildcats trail by 1, 47-46. Tough defense, intense press as Lynn starts to make his way to Turner. McKelvey all alone far side. Wisenhunt. Now just 18 seconds. McKelvey fakes, pushes back out, and Coach Shaver wisely calls a timeout with just 13 seconds left to make sure his team has the best play coming up. We're going to take a timeout with them. Two. Welcome back here to the main gym. It's been a fun one. 1-point game. Your Wildcats trail 47-46, but they are set to inbound the ball. 2 timeouts left for both teams. The Wildcats have fouled the Dragons 8 times, though, so they can't give up a foul. Lynn to McKelvey. He's got it with just less than 10 seconds left to go, and McKelvey loses it. Last touched apparently by McKelvey is the call, so with 7 seconds left, this could do it for the Wildcats. Wow, if the Dragons hold on, what a win this would be for them. And it looks like McKelvey will foul Jalen Brown. And as a result, now with 9 fouls, Brown heads to the line. A 1-point game still, 47-46. But Brown with a huge shot on the line. He nails it. 2-point game now. 48-46. Keep in mind the Wildcats can get the rebound, advance the ball, and call a timeout. They've got 2 left. Brown, his second free throw, no good. Wisenhunt starts advancing the ball. No, they're going to, yes, they will call the timeout with just 1.3 left. Ooh. All right, folks, last timeout here, or unless they can't inbound it, then we'll take another, but 1.3 left. Wildcats trail by 2, 48-46. We'll be back in just a minute. Two. Welcome back here to the main gym. 2 seconds left. Wildcats trail by 2, 48-46. They have the ball, set to inbound it with just 1.3 left to go, so they have to get it. And it looks like Nacogdoches will take one of their timeouts. All right, folks, one more break, and we should potentially have this final play. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back here to the main gym. 1.3. Wildcats trail by 2. 48-46. McKelvey going in. No, he turns it over. Oh. Heartbreaking conclusion to this game as the Dragons hold on for a 2-point victory. 48-46. Wow. Well, we're going to take a break and get a quick scoring update. And when we return, that'll be it. A quick post game, and we'll send it back to you, James. Do it. 17, 28. Welcome back here to the main gym. Boy, did we have a thriller on our hands. It was a bit slow coming out of the gate. 13-8, so only 21 points between the two teams in the first quarter. But in the second, my goodness, the Golden Dragons really came out, scoring 11 points, but the Wildcats with only 4 points, a field goal and 2 free throws. That was it for them in that second quarter. But in the third, they did a much better job getting 11. But once again, Nacogdoches steps it up another level, scoring 17 points. And by that point, the Wildcats really had to fight in the fourth quarter to at least try and tie it up, maybe send it to overtime. And it looks like they had a really good chance there at the end. But Theo McKelvey had a couple of turnovers there late throughout the game to cost this team a potential win, or at least a potential to tie it up. But it's not on him. It was not a great game for the entire offense. I mean, in Tuesday's win over Texas High, there were 4 Wildcats. Yes, 4 Wildcats of 6 scorers who finished in double figures, more than 10 points. But tonight, only 2. As that was Branson Lynn with 13 and Cordrick Turner once again leading the way tonight with 16. Other than that, 8 points for Wisenhunt, 7 for Theo McKelvey, and 2 for DJ Wilkerson. So a hard-fought loss for the Wildcats. Heartbreaking that it came down to the final play. Just 1.3 seconds left to go, but just couldn't cash in. And that will cost them, and as a result, they pick up their 4th loss on the season. But in only 18 games, so it's not like it's, this is the end of the world kind of loss. This was a hard-fought loss, and there's plenty to work on moving forward. So that'll do it for us here tonight, Friday, December 16th, as KSST Radio has brought you Wildcat basketball. They fall 48-46 to Nacogdoches. And that'll, I think, do it for KSST Sports broadcast here on the year. I can't imagine we're going to be doing another one. We might after Christmas, but definitely not before Christmas. And we hope you've enjoyed listening in during the calendar year 2022. I know I've enjoyed being your sports director and calling all these games, and we hope you've enjoyed listening in. With your play-by-play, I'm Ross Levinsky. Doing video here tonight for us is Matt Jansen, and on Tuesday night, special thanks to him for doing that for us this week. And always at the station with our station operations is James Terry, making all the magic possible. Back to you, James. All right, talk to you later.